Hello everyone, thank you for checking out my video today and welcome to my channel. My name is Chris. We talk all about outdoor apparel here from many major brands. We get into different base layers, jackets, pants, even boots, some backpacks, and even sunglasses. So lots of cool things here. If you're into the outdoors, we have a ton of videos here for you on all different types of apparel. I also have a website called meandmyjackets.com where we look at what to wear when we go out there, when we're outdoors doing things like hiking and trekking, climbing, skiing, snowboarding, even some camping, fishing, or sailing. So lots of cool things. I have a ton of videos here on this channel, well over 300 at this point. And I have all the videos broken down into different categories on the playlists here. So if you go into the playlists, you can find what you're looking for a little bit easier. So thank you again very much for checking out the video. Today we have a cool video about this Ortovox Zinal jacket. So this is one of the warmest jackets, insulated jackets, that Ortovox makes. And it has a very special type of insulation in here. So I'm going to tell you all about it. We're going to get into all the different features. I'll show you some close-up pictures about it. And we'll even talk about the fit. And I have a fleece here from Ortovox that I'll put on underneath this and show you how it fits, you know, with layering and, you know, with a combination. So yeah, so let's dive into this. This jacket is, again, the warmest jacket that Ortovox makes at this point. It has a combination of 150 GSM of Swiss wool insulation throughout the main body of the jacket, and it has 120 grams of insulation, Swiss wool. It's on the lower half of the sleeves as well as the hood. So definitely a nice, warm, insulated jacket. So this insulation is kind of interesting. I want to get into this. First of all of Ortovox's insulated jackets use Swiss wool. They're known for that. They're almost more of a wool company than they are like an outdoor apparel brand, but they do make some awesome stuff. This particular jacket is even more special because it uses a very rare black wool from black sheep raised in the Swiss Alps. So they're a very rare variety of sheep. So to have the black wool is actually pretty cool. Now, what's also really cool about buying jackets that use the Swiss wool is that by doing that, we are encouraging more biodiversity. We're encouraging more farmers, sheep farmers, to raise more black sheep, which are rare. So it's actually a pretty cool thing. Now, this wool here, I want to dive into this wool because black wool is not going to be any warmer or any more breathable or anything from any other wool. It's just very unique that it comes from black sheep and the wool itself is black. But in general, what I have found from these Ortovox Swiss wool jackets is that the wool insulation doesn't seem, at least to me in my mind, doesn't seem to have quite the loft as a synthetic insulation has. Now, it's still warm, it's still very breathable, but I've just noticed this is the second insulated jacket that I have tried so far from Ortovox, but I'm going to do more because I love this stuff. But the first piece I got was the Piz Boy jacket. Now that has 60 GSM of Swiss wool insulation. And when I first got it and I put it on, the jacket fit nice. It's a great jacket. But I also have another video here on this channel all about that one. But I kind of noticed that it really seemed pretty thin. Like it doesn't have much loft to it. Now I say that because I also have an Arc'teryx Atom LT, which has 60 GSM of core loft insulation. And I also have a Cortezoo all-weather mid-layer jacket that has 60 GSM of their insulation, synthetic insulation. And both of those jackets just seem to have more fluff, a little more like loft in the insulation. All right, it was just an observation. Now, I got this jacket. Now, this is 150 GSM in the main body and 120 here in the hood and the lower sleeves. So I was really expecting that, let's see what this jacket's like, because this should have some nice loft. This should be a pretty fluffy jacket. It's not. At least not to the point that I thought it would be. Okay, obviously it does have a little more fluff to it than the his boy jacket, but not as much as I thought. Now I'm thinking, well, maybe it's just wool insulation is different. But I have an Andola jacket, which is from Mountain Equipment, and that has 100 GSM of wool insulation, and that definitely has loft in it. Like, that feels like any other jacket. This one doesn't even feel as fluffy inside, so to speak, as my Andola. I may be wrong, okay? It's just what I've kind of observed. Now, I mean, I've tested a ton of jackets. I think I've got a pretty good handle on things, but it just doesn't seem to be as fluffy. Now, it's still a pretty warm jacket, so I'm sure the insulation in here, is doing its job. And I'll dive into this a little bit here too. With all that being said, this jacket is basically designed for free riding, skiing, ski touring, and some other, mountain activities. Obviously, this is a great jacket, but it is designed mostly for ski touring and free riding. The insulation in here, I find, is very breathable. So I went out, I took this jacket outside. It was 30 degrees outside, Fahrenheit, and it was a little breezy, a little windy, and it felt like about 25 degrees. It was in the mid-20s. So it wasn't freezing cold, but it was cold. And I wore this jacket outside with just a t-shirt. Now, I was comfortable. I was definitely comfortable. I wasn't cold in this jacket. I was outside for a long period of time. It was good. I didn't feel cold through it. I did feel a little bit of a chill, a little bit like in the sleeves, and I think that's basically because the material on the jacket starts to get cold outside in the colder weather, and it kind of just bleeds through a little bit. But I also think because the jacket is very breathable, that it is kind of allowing a little airflow through it. It's interesting because I was never cold, but I wasn't toasty warm either. It kind of was regulating the temperature. So I started, I'm crazy, I started walking around my yard in a pretty aggressive pace. A pretty fast pace. I wanted to get my heart rate up. I wanted to build up some heat and see if I felt warmer. And I definitely did, all right? So I'm really feeling here that this jacket is very breathable and that the insulation in here, even though it's not so thick and fluffy, it actually does hold a lot of warmth. And the more I was moving, the more I was warming up in here. Hence, right, this jacket is designed for skiing, for high output activities. So I think that that's where it's really gonna shine. So even though 150 GSM in the body here wasn't keeping me as cozy, toasty warm as I thought it would, when I was, just kind of hanging around, casually walking around outside, when I started moving, I started getting warm, all right? So I really kind of understand what this jacket is doing. It's much like my Arc'teryx Proton LT. It's a very breathable insulated jacket. It's only gonna breathe the more that you build up heat, and it's gonna help regulate. Cool air is gonna come through the jacket. And that's what's special about it, right? That's what makes it great. The Rab Zen Air Alpine jacket is very similar. If you just take that jacket outside and you just stand outside in a cold, brisk wind chill, you're not going to be as warm because it's allowing that air to flow through the jacket, both in and out. So that's what this is doing. I really feel that this is a very breathable jacket. And in high output activities, it's really going to shine. So wearing this just outside, walking around casual on a freezing cold day, it's probably not going to be the warmest jacket you're going to find. But do what you're supposed to do in it, skiing, high output activities, I think it's going to be an amazing piece. So, all right. So I hope I didn't confuse you. I don't want to go crazy, but I want to tell you what I found with this jacket. Okay, so the material here on the outside is a Pertex Quantum material. So a really nice, durable material. It's going to be very highly wind resistant, which I can attest to because it was windy the other night when I was outside and I felt nothing as far as cold air, cold wind, coming through the jacket. And it's also going to be very water resistant. It does have a PFC-free DWR on the outside of the jacket as well. So it will help to repel some, light moisture, some snow, some powder you get on the jacket. It is very cool. This jacket really is very nice. There are a couple little things about it that I'm not so crazy about, but not deal breakers, nothing big. It's just something a little bit different about this jacket than other pieces. All right, well, let's talk about it. So first of all, it has two pockets here on the outside. They're not down low here, they're up higher, and they're on the sides. Now they're big pockets. They go from down here all the way up, all right? This whole thing is a pocket, both sides. Really nice length here in the pockets. However, what I kind of didn't like about it is the fact that they're very short. It only goes from here to here. As it moves down the bottom, it gets a little bit longer in the width here. And I can kind of put my hand in it, but it's close, all right? As I move my hand up, half my hand is almost out of the pocket. So for me, because I'm not a skier, this is not ideal for me. I actually have to put my hand in here and kind of tilt my hand down to kind of get it all in the pocket. Now the inside of the pocket is nice. On the one side it does have this really nice silky kind of nylon here. On the other side it actually has a perforated merino wool. So it is nice and soft and warm. It's a nice pocket. All right. The other thing is, since the pocket is so big, putting my hand in it here, it's not warm because it's so open. All right, like it's totally open. So what I was actually doing is zipping it up like almost 2/3 of the way and then just sticking my hand in the top. So it's zippered up from here all the way up here, and it kind of creates that seal around my hand, and then my hand kind of goes in and sits like this. So it's in the pocket and kind of nice and warm. Now, for me, I didn't really like that, right? I like nice big pockets down here. I'm not skiing. If you are skiing, obviously your hands aren't going to be in your pockets. So it doesn't make sense to have your pockets down here. Perhaps it's better to have these bigger pockets here on the sides where you can put gloves or hat or whatever you need to in here and have a lot of room. It might not be as deep this way, but it's long. And you can put, stuff in there that you need. So again, for the design of the jacket, for skiing, this is probably pretty nice. But for me, just casual wear, when I want to go outside and just put my hands in a nice and warm pocket, not so much. The other thing that this jacket has is when I zip up the hood here, the jacket really fits tighter around the collar here, around, you know, the front, the throat, right up the front, and you zip it up, and I feel the zipper kind of up against my throat. It's not tight, but it's there, okay? And I like the way it comes up over my chin. It's definitely nice and comfortable here up over the chin, but it just kind of has this curve here up my throat, all right? I would have liked a little more room in it. I was also thinking that perhaps that might be due to the fact that it's been folded up in a bag here, right? You know, at the store and when it was shipped and the whole bit. And it's just the way it was folded. It might just have that natural curve like that here. It might have been folded in the bag. And now when I zip up, the zipper wants to go, you know, inside. There is some room here. If I pull it out a little bit, let me just put this hood on. It's not so bad. I can kind of pull it, you know, or stick my chin out, and I have room. But just initially, it was up against my chin. And if I start looking down, it gets folded inside. So it's a little tight around here. Not crazy, it's not terrible. It's not like it's choking me, all right? I kind of like a little more room under it. Now, it becomes a little more prevalent when I put on another piece underneath it. But the flip side of that is, this is a really nice seal around your face. This definitely is a nice seal and you know, secure here. So it's not terrible. It's just a little different for me, like I kind of noticed that. And I think it might just be me right now, because one thing that I've been noticing lately, and it's just, you know, I've been testing so many jackets that things like, I start noticing different things at times. A lot of jackets I'm looking at when I zip up like that, I like to have room here to be able to move my head up and down without, you know, like it getting stuck on my chin or poking me underneath or whatever. So I like having a little space here around my neck where I can move my head freely and you know, have room. This jacket, like I said, I like the way it comes up over my chin, and it's very comfortable up over the chin. I just feel that it's a little tight down here, okay? Not a deal breaker, but just pointing out what I notice, all right? Now, so let's get into other things, because this jacket has a bunch of other things that are really nice. While we're up here, the hood. The hood fits great. Now, it's not really a big helmet compatible hood, although I'm going to try putting on a helmet here for you, and let's see how it is. So this is my Black Diamond half dome. Now, this is not a ski helmet, right? This is a helmet for climbing, all right? But it's a helmet nonetheless. So let's put it on and see how this zips up then with a helmet. Okay, so here you go. Yeah, it fits. Yeah, I'm a little, actually I don't feel the zipper here on my chin, so underneath my throat so much, because it's probably pulling it up a little bit, but it will fit. Okay, it definitely does fit. The jacket itself is cut really nice. It kind of has more of a boxy kind of look, feel to it over the shoulders and straight down, but there's plenty of articulation here in the sleeves and the arms. I have plenty of movement with no problem, even with a helmet up here. Okay, so will it fit with a helmet? Yes. Personally, I like it a lot without a helmet. It fits really nice. It has an adjustment, a pull cord here on the back as well that cinches up around to hold it tighter too. And on the front here, there is an elastic cord around the front. So it kind of has some nice stretch to it. Okay, the sleeves. The sleeves are really nice too. There's nice Velcro adjustments here on the sleeves to tighten it up. And there's a kind of a stretch band here, that kind of triangular shape down here on the side, which adds a little more stretch to it. So if you're wearing gloves or something, it can expand a little bit and go over to gloves, and then you can Velcro it down nice and tight. But inside, if I roll this up, there's actually a nice little extra sleeve inside, okay? You can see how that is. It has a separate lining, and then it has a nice elastic, stretchy, thick band around the wrist. So it's actually like a little double protection here on the sleeves. So that's going to be really nice to help keep it sealed up, especially if you're wearing gloves. Really nice, you know, to keep snow and ice and cold wind and stuff out. So definitely, I like those sleeves. It has a pocket up on top here. Just a small pocket, big enough, you know, for, you know, whatever. Some spare cash, maybe a ski pass, something like that. 2 pockets here. And if we open up this jacket, we have a zippered pocket here on the inside. So a smaller pocket, but you know, just regular little pocket here, zips up. Over here we have nothing, okay? So just a 1 pocket on the inside. Now, the other thing here now, we're gonna get on the inside of this jacket that's really, really nice, is if you notice my hood, the hood has that kind of gold yellow color here that is down here, up on the top half. The bottom half of the hood that all comes around your neck and your head has a really nice soft, I'm going to hold this up so you can see it, a really nice soft black perforated merino wool. So very nice and soft around your entire neck, and it's breathable, right? And it's nice wool. Very, very cool. It fits and feels really great. And that same material comes right up the chin here where it zips up too. So nice and soft. And then if you see, the whole back panel of this jacket is this gray color. And that is actually a merino wool as well. Now it's a little different wool. It's not a soft fleece kind of fluffy wool. It's just actually more of a fabric, okay? Just feels like a cotton something fabric, but it's wool. So that's gonna help, again, wick moisture, breathability, right? And just overall comfort in the jacket. So this is a really, really nice jacket. It's a great piece. Absolutely a really nice piece. It also has on the bottom of the jacket here, it has pull cord adjustments. 2 of them here, you know, for the bottom hem to help cinch it up around your waist, and again, keep out more snow and cold wind. So overall, I mean, the jacket has a couple little quirks here, you know, like I said, with the zipper, when I zip it up here on my chin, it's not bad. And I bet in time, it'll probably even, I want to say loosen up, but just fit better in time. And the pockets, for me, as someone who wants to put their hands, you know, in their pockets and kind of hang out here, yeah, this jacket doesn't have that. But the pockets are great for storing stuff in. All right. So yeah, overall now, let me get into the layering. I think I got most of the features here set. Really nice fabric, definitely. The jacket's great. It's a premium piece. The length on the back here is very nice as well. And you see if I put up the hood, how the whole jacket fits, right? Really nice. So it is a trimmer fit. It's not that big, baggy, bulky jacket. I'm going to put on this layer. There's definitely nice room, at least for me, for a nice fleece layer underneath. So I am 6'2", I'm 215 pounds. This is a size extra large, as well as the fleece here, and they fit together beautifully. This jacket fits me great just with a t-shirt on. It's really, really nice, and you know, with a fleece, it's perfect. Just personally, I don't see myself having to put on very many heavier layers other than that underneath this, as this is a nice warm jacket. All right, let me throw on this fleece. So this is the Ortovox rib fleece, and this is another really nice, flexible, soft, warm merino wool fleece here. Definitely designed for a lot of movement. And I'm going to do another video here on this fleece as well, but this will give you a pretty good idea of what this is all about. And together, these two are awesome. And as I said the other day when I was outside with this thing at night, and you know, it was like the wind chill was in the mid-20s, it was like 25 degrees. I went out with the Zinal jacket just with my t-shirt on, and then I went inside and I put this fleece on underneath this jacket, and it definitely did add some warmth to it. However, this fleece too is very breathable. It's meant for high output activities. While it was a little warmer, I wasn't sweating anything, okay? So yeah, here's my combination, all right? Really nice fit here. All this stuff really goes well together. And I mean, this is gonna be great. If you're skiing, this is gonna be a great warm piece for you, all right? So, all right, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you very much. There was a lot I wanted to tell you about this here jacket. If you like the video, please hit the little thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're into this stuff. I even have a Buy Me a Coffee page that I'm starting to grow, and I'm trying to get that going. I appreciate your support with that. If you'd like to check that out, I offer extra special things on there as well. And yeah, thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope to be doing a lot more Ortovox stuff here in the near future. But anyway, thank you very much. We'll see you back again soon. Take care. Bye.